Hey everybody, Dylan from Noble Records here coming at you with another video. I wanted to show my collection to one of my absolute favorite bands of all time. That's Pink Floyd. Apart from Zeppelin, they're my favorite band ever, so they're number 2. But so in this video, I'm going to show you all of my favorite records from them. I'm actually not able to show everything because I have so much. But a lot of these studio albums are Japanese pressings. Japanese pressings sound phenomenal. That's why I chose to show these and are some of my favorite ones to listen to. After I get done with all the official releases, I'm going to do a bunch of bootlegs. I got a ton of bootlegs. I can't even show you all my bootlegs. I got so many. So anyways, let's get right into it. This is number 1. This is actually the Pink Floyd record I've had the longest. This is Piper at the Gates of Dawn. This is a Japanese pressing. I bought this in the parking lot of an Allman Brothers concert off the back of somebody's truck when I was like 14 or 15 years old. This is the one I've had the longest. It's a great quality pressing, just phenomenal sounding. This is a original U.S. press on Tower. Here's the label. That original Tower label. It's beautiful stuff. This is their second album, Saucer Full of Secrets. This is an original U.S. press on that beautiful Tower label. This is a great one. Tracked this one down fairly early as well. This one was in phenomenal shape. Love that record. I need to get a Japanese pressing of that one, but I don't have it. Here is Pink Floyd, Soundtrack to More. This is an incredible album on Harvest. I found this in Salvation Army when I was young, and I was like, man, I've never seen this Pink Floyd album. I took it home, was just surprised. It's a great album. Really like it as well. Early stuff. The next one is Umaguma. This is an original U.S. press with a hype sticker on there. I'm not going to take it out and show the Harvest labels, but that's what that is. I used to have a Japanese pressing of this, but sold it a while back, and I need to get another one. So, first U.S. Umaguma. This is Atom Heart Mother. This is absolutely my favorite Pink Floyd album, actually. This is an original master recording, phenomenal sounding record. I was fortunate enough to get this one. A friend of mine sold it to me about 6 months ago, and man, it sounds phenomenal. I don't have another copy of this. Don't really need one. If I want to pull one out and listen to it, it's going to be this one. I've had original copies. I've had Japanese pressings, all sorts of foreign pressings, but this is the one that I'm always going to pick up and spin. So incredible. It's got the serial number on the back there. These, I think last time I checked, they're between 150 and 200 bucks, but they sound just incredible. And I got a killer deal on this one. This is an early Japanese pressing of Metal. It's got that sweet silver OB on there. This is not the, that's just on the sleeve. There's a red vinyl version of this, there's a black vinyl version. This is the black vinyl version, so the red vinyl is worth a bit more. But yeah, this is a great sounding record. I love it. And Metal is up there with my favorite Pink Floyd albums. It's close to Atom Heart Mother on that list. This is Obscured by Clouds, another great one. This is an original Harvest. Well, it's an early Harvest. I had a Japanese pressing of this a while back, and I sold all my Japanese pressings a couple years ago. Long story, but anyways, this one's an early one. I think that the original U.S. pressings have rounded corners, so this one doesn't. It's probably like a, I don't know, second or third press, but it's yeah, need to get that one on Japanese. I actually have forgotten what Japanese pressings I have and don't have, so I'm going to go back and watch this video and see what holes I need to fill. This is a Dark Side of the Moon Japanese pressing. This isn't the first Japanese pressing. This is a little bit of a later issue, maybe late 70s. But yeah, it's phenomenal. It's got all the posters and all that stuff inside. Actually, I wasn't going to pull anything out of here, but I do want to show you this. They don't all come with this. A lot of them get lost, but the Japanese pressings come with this booklet, and it's a real thick booklet. Check it out. It's got lyrics and stuff in there, which I actually cannot read, so they could say anything and I not know. But all these pictures of pyramids and stuff in here, it's pretty cool stuff. It's got the Dark Side of the Moon logo on there. That's a really cool part of the Japanese pressing, but there's a lot of inserts, and I'm sure you guys are familiar with all the stickers and whatnot that are in the regular U.S. press, and that's also in the Japanese pressing. So all that stuff's in there, a bunch of posters, stickers, all that stuff. Here's the original master recording of Dark Side of the Moon. As you can see, it's the Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, and Actually, I know that there were two issues of this when it came out, and I believe this is the first issue. It may not be, but see how it says original master recording in like all caps, fairly normal font. I believe the next issue that there was of it was early. It was around the same time. Has like almost like a digital clock original master recording along the top. I think that's the second pressing, if I remember correctly. But anyway, I could be wrong. I could be mixing those up. But that's how you know the difference between the first and second original master recording pressing of that. This is a copy of Wish You Were Here. Phenomenal copy. Half-speed master, CBS master sounds. This one's got the sticker someone put on the front. It's still in the shrink, and it's got that sticker pasted on the front there. Just this one, I can't really say that, you know, they're all so close, but this one's, oh my gosh. It's up there with my favorites, like I said. And obviously Dark Side of the Moon is too. But this is just an incredible record, phenomenal pressing. Like I said, if I'm going to pull one out and listen to it, it's going to be this one. But this one's a close second as well. This is an original Japanese pressing of Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. It's got the navy shrink on it. The originals came with the navy shrink. And it's got this Japanese hype sticker on there. It's pretty cool. Someone paid $12 for it at Tower Records. You can see that. Let's see if I can get it to her. Yeah, look at that Tower Records sticker. Pretty cool stuff. So someone paid $12 for it back in the day at Tower Records. It was a Japanese import. So yeah, this is a really cool pressing. Someone sold this to me a while back. They were purchasing some stuff, and so kind of had to keep that one. I'll show you this Japanese pressing of Pink Floyd Animals. Just a really killer neon green obi there. This one, another one sounds phenomenal. You know, you guys know Animals. It's a great album. This one has a little bit of a neater story to it. So I bought a collection probably 2 years ago, and I pulled this out, and I was getting ready to price it and put it in my pop-up, and I pulled the vinyl out to see what the condition was on it, and check this out. It's pink. And I had heard that there were copies of pink vinyl Animals, and this one's mint. I mean, it is stone mint. I've never even listened to it because I have the Japanese pressing, but this is the original French pressing. Was actually they had some pink vinyl. I don't know. I 100% know the history behind it, but I know it's early. There's a sticker that they're on the back, but it's early. I believe it's the original French pressing. Some limited edition amounts of them were put out on pink vinyl. Like I said, I should know the history of that better, but I don't. They're valuable. I mean, I think that they go for like, I don't know. Last time I checked, they were between $75 and $100, I believe. But yeah, this one's just stone mint. Love it. This is one that I'll probably never sell unless I'm in a major hardship. This is the wall. This is my only copy of this right now. I had Japanese pressing, but sold it when I got this. This is the CBS half-speed master sound. This is an incredible sounding copy of it. I mean, like I said, I went through a thing to where I refused to have more than one copy of each record that I owned. And so I picked out the ones, which is not a bad thing. I mean, I need to probably go back to that model with my Led Zeppelin stuff because I've got so many different copies of my Led Zeppelin albums, the imports and stuff. And so I knew that this one was going to probably be the one I listen to all the time, so I got rid of all my other copies, which is cool. The Final Cut. These are regular old US pressing. I don't love this album. This is probably my least favorite Pink Floyd album. So I just have a regular. This is Momentary, Lapse of Reason. This is an incredible later Pink Floyd album. A lot of people don't talk about this one that much because it's not the same. I mean, it's not Syd Barrett era, but I gotta say I love David Gilmour. I love what they did just later on, like in the 90s and stuff, man. I mean, David Gilmour's my favorite member of Pink Floyd. You know, burn me at the stake, whatever. I don't care. Syd Barrett's phenomenal. I love the Syd Barrett years, like I said, but David Gilmour really is my favorite. I just love his style. He's a great, incredible artist. This one's an original copy of Division Bell. I got this. I cannot remember where I got this, actually. I got it early on. I've had this one for quite a few years. Let me pull it out here where you can see the blue. That's the original 1994 pressing of this came on that beautiful blue vinyl. And you got to be careful. I know maybe around like 2012, 2013, somebody was cranking out bootlegs of this album. You can tell the bootleg because the bootleg has a dark blue vinyl. The original pressings had that sky blue vinyl, real clear looking vinyl. You can see right through it, but the bootlegs are blue. Now they've done reissues and remasters of this, and they sound phenomenal. There's really no reason to, hurt yourself trying to get an original. They're really expensive. I don't know, they go for like $150 or something like that. But yeah, I got this one early on. I can't remember exactly. I think I bought a collection back when I was first starting out and had this one. I just never got rid of it. But this is another one that's just a really killer album. I haven't listened to this in years. I need to go back and listen to it again. This is Pink Floyd, Endless River. I listened to this when it first dropped, and I can't even remember what it sounds like. I probably need to go back and listen to it again. But it's, it's one. I love David Gilmour, so I liked it. A lot of people had some negative things to say about it. I enjoyed it. I didn't expect it to be phenomenal. This is a single. This is On the Turning Away. This is a 12-inch. I think I also have the 7-inch of this single as well, which I don't know why, because I would never listen to this. It's got Run Like Hell on it, but, I'm an album guy, This is a promo copy of Delicate Sound of Thunder. Funny thing about this, it's got that promo stamp there on the back on the barcode. Funny thing about these are, a lot of them I have found are promos. Don't know why. I know that they weren't really widely released. I mean, it's not too terribly rare, and it's not too expensive. I think you can get these for about $40. But a lot of them that I've found have been promo copies. This one's super clean. Great live Pink Floyd stuff. And then you got your copy of Relics. You got the High Speed Master of a collection of great dance songs. Had to have it. And then I got my Japanese pressing of Pink Floyd Works. Yeah, it's a compilation. It's cool. This is not a must-have, but I have it. This is Echoes. I wanted this so bad and could never find it, and then I found literally like 3 or 4 in the course of a month for really cheap. This is a Holland import. But this is a really cool compilation if you haven't heard it. It's not chronological, which a lot of box sets and stuff and compilations are chronological. This one's actually not. This one is really well put together. I think it's really interesting. So, highly recommend it if you can get this. Pulse. I had several original pressings of this, and always ended up I would post a picture of it on Instagram, and somebody would be like, I want to buy that, and I would say, no, it's not for sale, I'll never sell it, and they'd offer me like $500 for it or something, and I ended up selling it. And so I remember the last copy I sold, I was like, man, who knows when I'll find another one. And then the next day, they announced they were putting out this reissue. This reissue, I think you can get them for like $100 tops. Incredible value. These are phenomenal. They did a really great job with these. They're just like the original pressings. The booklet's the same. I mean, it sounds phenomenal. This is one that I'm totally cool with having the box set, the reissue box set, and it sounds incredible. So this is one of my favorite things that they ever put out. I mean, I absolutely love this box set. Man, just holding it in my hands makes me want to just stop this video and listen to it. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys some bootlegs. I am a crazy person. As you can see that empty cube right there, that's where all my bootlegs were. I've got them all right here. I'm a crazy person, and when I discovered bootlegs, I just kind of went nuts with it and collected a bunch of them. So I've got a ton of bootlegs. The bootlegs, just if you're new to that term, bootleg is just an unofficial release. Somebody recorded the concert, whether it was through the soundboard. Sometimes the sound guy would plug in and record, and then sometimes you'd have people that would bring in tape recorders and they'd record audience, what they call audience recording. Some of these came on really cool colored vinyl. Some of them just black vinyl, but they're all really neat and really unique. So I've got a bunch of bootlegs to show you. One of the most famous bootlegs was one called Oh My Yad, which Oh My Yad is a place. They're not trying to say oh my god, it's a place. But anyways, this one's an original trademark quality on blue vinyl. Someone brought this in on one of my pop-ups and traded it, and I was thrilled. I've always wanted, this is how they came originally. This is a very early pressing of this, and they're really hard to come by, very sought after, and this is just a dream to have this. And then this one's one that they put out later on. I believe they put this one out post 2000, but this is the blank cover, and on the back it has the, they kind of have these inserts that look like that. This is limited to 200 copies. This is 157, or no, 127 of 200, I apologize. And look at the vinyl on this rascal. My goodness gracious. Beautiful. Man, it's beautiful. This is one that I had, and then I sold it, and the guy I sold it to ended up selling it back to me. So I was glad to get that back. These are, obviously, they're only 200 made, so they're really, really super rare. And people hang on to that type of stuff, so it's hard to get those. This is the only Pink Floyd like solo member thing I'm going to show you. This is live 2015, so this is a fairly recent concert of David Gilmour. It's a box set on blue vinyl. And then this is one of my absolute favorite bootlegs. This is crazy. This is a 6 LP box set. It's called The Box, and it's holographic. See if you can see how it changes as I move it. Unbelievable. There's not that many copies of this. There's only 500. This is number 463, so it barely made the cut. But this is on green vinyl. I don't know, some copies are on yellow vinyl, and some copies are on blue, I believe. But this is the green vinyl version. On the inside, you have like 3 LP sets. So the first one is called Audience on the Wall. This was recorded August 6th, 1980. And this was called Soundboard on the Wall, and it was recorded August 9th, 1980. Both of them Earl's Court. Both of them on color vinyl. I just show you the artwork on these is phenomenal. This I don't want to pull out every single one to show you everything about it, but this is one of my favorites. And then I'll try to pull out one of the records to show you. So this is the green vinyl that's on. Some of the discs are darker, and some of them are lighter, but that's kind of what you're working with. And yeah, that's one of my favorite bootlegs. I mean, it's just designed so well, and that's that trademark of quality brand is no joke. It is a trademark of quality. This is another box set I got. This is Pink Floyd, The Great Gig in Blvd. This is incredible newer release. I'll just show you really quick. They come in clear sleeves, but you got some beautiful color vinyl on this. So that is Germany 1972. There's all the gig posters. It's got, you know, printouts of the band, really cool stuff, stickers. I mean, it comes with all sorts of things in here. It's a really cool box set. It comes with like a ton of these pictures and stuff. So really cool artwork and stuff on that. This is another one. This is another one just like that last one. It's a 3 LP Celebration des Celebration des Songs. This is Canada, 1971. This is only 104 press. This is number 50 of 104. I don't know if you can see that sticker. But really cool color vinyl on this one. Like I said, I'll be really quick with these. But yeah, there's disc 1. There's disc 2. Really cool stuff. This one's pictures of a Lunatics exhibition. This is West Germany, November 25th, 1970. That's the back. It's stamped kind of like that trademark of quality I was telling you about. This one comes on some beautiful color vinyl. Look at that. Just incredible. These are some of my favorites to collect because they're just really killer quality. This one's Pink Floyd live in West Germany, 1972, November 17th. This one's like a paper bag, really delicate, but I'll show you just the color vinyl on one of the discs so you can see it. So that's one. Here's another one, more of a translucent. This is a 3 LP set. This one comes with a ton of inserts and stuff, but they're really delicate, so I don't really want to pull them out. This one's Pink Floyd live in San Francisco, 1970, on this translucent red vinyl. Really cool gatefold with a psychedelic looking picture on there. David Gilmour just ripping. That's a really cool, well packaged bootleg. This one's live in Columbia, South Carolina, Township Auditorium, April 15th, 1972. This is probably the closest to home for me. Columbia, South Carolina is a couple hours away for me. But I don't have any in Charlotte. Look at that colored vinyl. Man, it's beautiful. This was Pink Floyd live in Tokyo, Japan, 1972. There's only like 100 of these made. This is number 50. And then I'll kind of show you some of the artwork that comes with it. This poster. There's a program from the show. This is a replicated thing, I think. Really cool. And then it comes on, well, there's another handout thing. And it comes on this red and white colored vinyl. This is one of my favorites. This is Pigs in the Garden, Boston, Massachusetts. Boston Gardens, 1977, June 27th. Really cool. This was a 3 LP. It's a full show. Just to give you an idea what the records look like. They all look like that. Really cool stuff. That's, like I said, that's one of my favorites. This one's called Pink Floyd Upelkuchen. I believe I'm saying that right. That's what the cover says right there. Sweden, March 20th, 1970. And it comes on beautiful colored vinyl. Look at that. Look at this one. Crazy stuff. This was called Implosion at the Roundhouse. This was live in London, January 17th, 1971. Beautiful colored vinyl. It's from November 27th, 1970. This is the Screaming Scotchman. This is live in West Germany. It's got some beautiful colored vinyl on this one as well. It's imperative that you see the detail on that. Look at that. Man, beautiful. There's the other one and the other one. Beautiful color vinyl. This is Pink Floyd. It's called World Tour. It's live in 1987. North American tour. And this is some highlights, I believe. But they're all on this marbled pink vinyl. It's got that Wish You Were Here label. It's a 3 LP set, so yeah, this is a killer one. That's another one of my favorites. This is a really good soundboard recording, and it's a full show. It's a 3 LP. This is a Pink Floyd Dragged Down by the Stone. This is similar to the Pigs in the Garden in Boston. This one's Nassau Coliseum, 1975, and it's got that colored vinyl. It looks similar to the other one as well. This is another one of my favorites. It's very, very well done. This is November 15th, 1972. Germany. It's called The Return of the Sons of Nothing. There's only 200 of these made. Look at that vinyl. Man, it's beautiful. And yeah, there's the sticker. Only 200 made. This is number 58. This is another one. Looked very similar. August 9th, 1969. Paradiso, Amsterdam. Celestial Voices. This is only 200 made. You can see that sticker. And then check out this vinyl. This was Japan, March 1973. It's called Exit Sapporo. This is on green vinyl. And it's got that sweet Japanese obi on there. This is another one. Sounds phenomenal. Just thrilled to own this one. These, when they came out, they weren't that expensive, but now they're getting really hard to come by. This one is Wish You Were Here, live in Paris. And it's February 25th, 1977 on this translucent blue vinyl. This one sounds phenomenal. This is a really, really cool bootleg. Yeah, and if you like Wish You Were Here, which who doesn't, that's one to have. This is Pink Floyd Symphony for a Lunatic. There's only 102 of these pressed. This is number 14. Really, this is a really rare one. This is some rare demos and recordings and stuff. Look at that colored vinyl. This is Why So Terribly Loud. This was January 27th, 1967. So this is a bunch of the Piper at the Gates of Dawn stuff. It's gold colored vinyl. All right, this one's fairly old. California Stockyard, Pink Floyd. This one, let's see, it's May 6, 1977, Anaheim, California. Yeah, this one sounds real bad. It's an audience recording, and it does not sound good. But it exists, so I needed it. This is Pink Floyd The Man. This is September 17th, 1969. So this has got some, you know, as you can see, Syd Barrett right there. I had some Syd Barrett stuff on there. This is September 13th, 1967. Denmark, Copenhagen Star Club. And this is on some sweet red marbled vinyl. You can't really see the detail that well, but it's pretty neat. Look at that picture on the front. This one's called Arid Abdabs. If Pigs Could Fly, Cleveland Would Be Next Door to Heaven. That's a 3 LP set. I'm not really sure which tour this is. I don't know the date on it. I would guess this is probably like 1973. So don't quote me on that. I really don't know. That's my guess. This is Pink Floyd recorded at the Rainbow. This is the best of 1972 tour is what it says. But look at those pigs there on the cover. Pretty cool stuff. This one is a pretty common box set. This is a 3 LP. It's called Crackers. There's a couple different covers for this, but really neat box set. Hollywood Bowl Concert, 1972. This is a really great one to have. A lot of Dark Side stuff on here, and this is pretty good sound quality, so that's a great vintage one for you. This one's a Dark Side of the Moon tour live in Japan. It does not have a date on here, but it's pretty cool. If anyone can translate that, I might know some things. But yeah, it's a pretty cool Japanese bootleg. This is Dark Side of the Moon. It's a bunch of demos and stuff from early Pink Floyd era. And this is cool. I mean, look at that cover. I don't want to blow through it too fast, but this is a really cool one to have. It's not that uncommon, so it's pretty easy to find. These are usually about 40 or 50 bucks when you find them. So this is live 1974 Pink Floyd live in Venice. It's pretty cool. This is a I don't know, newer type release, but just look at that cover. Wicked. This is Pink Floyd not live in New York City, 1977. Shine On You Crazy Diamond on there is killer. I do remember that. This one's not hard to find if you wanted to find a bootleg. These are pretty common. You can find them on eBay, stuff like that. That's one you could start off with. So this next one's a series called Eclipsed, and when you put them together, they look like this. Pretty cool. But Eclipse 1 is called In Celebration of the Comet Codec. I believe that's how you pronounce it. This is recorded live February 1972 in London. That's an iconic one. That's a really common bootleg. And then the other half to that is BBC Sessions 1971. It's called Floyd's of London. That's another one you see here and there. That's BBC Sessions. This one's called Interstellar Overdrive. This is October 27th, 1971, Chicago. Pretty cool older bootleg for you. This one's Screaming Ab Dabs, Brain Damage. Just give you a little bit of insight. Yeah, this one's Screaming Ab Dabs was a name that they came up with earlier before they named it Pink Floyd. And so a lot of times they have used that as a name to put on the bootlegs so they wouldn't get pinned for coining the name Pink Floyd. So it's a little bit of a code word they would use. And then this one is the original motion picture soundtrack to Pink Floyd Live at Pompeii. This one's great. Funny story how I got this one. I bought it from this guy off on the side of the road at like 10 p.m. one night. Long story. Weird story. I won't get into it. But anyways, this one's a little bit tough to find. Really good copies of this, but they've reissued Live in Pompeii tons of times. I'm sure you've seen the movie Live in Pompeii. If you haven't, it's really cool. And just a couple more. This is The Committee. There apparently was a movie called The Committee. I've not seen it. They did the soundtrack for it. This is on orange vinyl, but that's a recent issue type deal. This one's called Pink Floyd Demos. This is a 2 LP. This one's really easy to find. You can usually, like I said earlier, find them on eBay. But this is just some like demos and stuff. Got that label on there on the back. It's a double LP. This one's another one, London, 1966, 1967. Interstellar Overdrive, Nick's Boogie. This one's usually easy to find as well on eBay. Probably need to sell this because I probably have all this stuff already on other bootlegs. And this one's the Pink Floyd BBC Sessions 1967 and 1968. This one can be found easily and cheaply as well. And it's some phenomenal stuff. I mean, it's a really good listen. Sid Barrett era, really good BBC Session type stuff. So that's the last one I'm going to show you guys. So that's it for my Pink Floyd collection. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button below. I got tons of videos like this. If you like this video and you also like Led Zeppelin, check out my video I posted about a month ago. It's called My Led Zeppelin Collection. I've got 2 volumes of that because I got way more bootlegs and way more studio releases. You'll like that one. And also follow us on Facebook, Instagram. All the links are below. And the link below is to our store where you can get hats, shirts, and stickers. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time.